So, just so people understand, um, we both share the thing that we both were cast members of SNL. After Saturday Night Live ends, are you do you quit? Are you let go? How does what happened there?
Okay, so what happened was my contract, our whole cast contract was for 5 years. What was yours?
5 years?
Yeah.
Oh my god, mine was 6 months.
Oh,
Every I think ours was every. I take that back. 9 months. So we had 9 months to prove ourselves, or we were in serious trouble. Matter of fact, I was pretty confident I was going to be let go, and I got saved at the last second. The last, like I came running into home plate and slid. Joe Pesci show safe. Woo! Just got extended for another couple months. Wow, you had 5 years.
no, but Jim, it didn't mean anything. It meant they have to keep us if we get popular, but we can't get out of it, but they can drop us anytime they want.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Got
Because
it. Got it.
because Lauren lost Chevy Chase in the first year because Chevy got all movie starry,
Right.
and I think Lauren didn't want to lose someone again. So, but we were always afraid we'd get fired. Every day we were afraid we'd get fired, and Lauren never said good job. I kept waiting for him to say that you did a good job or something, and I realized he was like the book by Machiavelli called The Prince, and the book is about should you rule by fear or love, and Lauren ruled by fear.
It's interesting because I I agree as far as we. I know I personally constantly thought I was going to be let go until the end of the first year. Then I was like, all right, I got I got my two very popular characters going,
Mhm.
and I'm okay. I'm good shape. But I also noticed everyone wants Lauren's approval. I took him as like the dad
Yeah.
that's never around, and everyone wanted dad's approval. Everybody wanted dad's approval.
Yeah.
Um, and I remember the first time I got really, I don't know if it was jealous or whatever, but they would invite, the Tuesday night dinners were a big thing. So if you got invited, there was only a handful of cast members that got to
Yeah.
go with the host that night, and you were invited to sit with Lorne and the
Mhm.
host and maybe Marcy Klein, one of the producers, for those you don't know, and maybe just two or three cast members. And I'd always see Will and Sherry O'Terry leaving. I'm like, well,
Mhm.
I never get asked to that table. And I see Tim Meadows. I see everyone but me. I'm like, oh man, but not. That's just so. Don't you find it fascinating when you talk to other cast members, even ones that you haven't, all kind of experience the same thing, no matter how popular they were?
Yes, because the star of our cast was Dana Carvey, and when I heard him in an interview say he was afraid of getting fired, I was like, you were the only one we knew would not get fired. And it's fun to hear the stories of other cast members. They were all in the same thing, and I never got invited to the Tuesday night dinner either, except two times, and two times out of 6 years. Also, I never got to say live from New York at Saturday night. Did you ever get to say that?
No, I never got to do that. I wanted to so bad. I think that's another thing everyone wanted to do. I never got to say live from New York. It's Saturday
I
night.
know. So there's a caste system. And then at the party, Lauren is in the back of the room with the host and
Right,
movie stars. And
right.
then his favorites are near him, like Dana. And then his less favorites. And then his less favorites, cast members. And then the hair and makeup department. And then, and then the fans who are behind the rope thinking we're having fun.
Right.
Like, I'm not having fun. It's 2 a.m. I have a child baby back at home. I have an hour drive back to Connecticut, and I'm exhausted. And my sketch didn't get on. Like, I'm not having fun.
that was always my favorite too. Where if your sketch didn't get on, it was a whole different after party. Especially if you felt it should have got on. That was another whole madness. I heard Dana say that too, and I was shocked. I think he told me it took him like 3 or 4 seasons to finally get a rhythm. And I went, "What? What? Like you were the god. What are you talking about?"
Yeah.
But it made me also realize, wow, it was pretty much all of us. It really was. It's so mind-boggling. You know what blew me away? When we would go to the after parties and you'd see certain people like really, like I'd see certain stars completely wasted or just a complete mess. And I was like, how does the public not know what like the whole different side of this person? That blows me away. The parties, you never saw videos from any of those parties. You still don't. And you never see pictures from any of those. But it's very, very private, those things. I'll give them that credit. They don't let any of that get out.
Oh, I never saw anything fun happen at the party. Maybe I left too early, but all I remember is Madonna was sitting in the back with Lorne, and I think she had just been on Coffee Talk, and she had a girl next to her in an identical black turtleneck with the same hairdo. And I was like, why does she have someone sitting next to her that looks exactly like her? And then someone told me it was because when she was going to leave the party, she sent out her clone first, so the paparazzi would follow the clone, then she'd sneak out and leave.
Wow, that makes all the sense in a way. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That I remember. I think it was Christopher Walken, and I was going to the bathroom, and he was literally on the floor outside the bathroom, like laying on the floor. And I thought he was dead. And I was, and no one was saying anything. I just kept looking at it. And then Norm came out of the bathroom and went, "Norm, Christopher Walken, he's like, he's always, he'll get up in a little bit." Like, what? So he's just, and people were walking over him. Like, what is going on? And then later I saw he was next to Lorne, literally like this, head down, passed out on the table. Oh my God. Like this is a wild scene. This scene is nuts. I remember seeing Courtney Love was nutso. She was laying in the hallways and yelling at Molly Shannon. It was from someone. It was some of the stuff I saw backstage was like, wow, this is nuts. I never imagined I see stuff like this.
Check out the Bruniverse every Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. Pacific. If you can't wait till then, sign up for Patreon and get it 2 days early, along with other exclusive content.